Pero para maliwanag, ano, whether it's an ESC ba yung una?
ESC po.
ESC for junior high school or the senior high school voucher, parehong effectively voucher yon na
Yes.
binibigay ng gobyerno either sa junior high school o sa senior high school na tumatanggap ng students na dapat, sa totoo lang, dapat na isalo sana dapat na naka-enroll sa DepEd schools pero congested na or kaya wala talagang classrooms kaya naipasa. So yun yung history talaga niyan.
Yes po,
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
Etong private schools na ito na binibigyan ng voucher, whether ESC or senior voucher schools, lahat ba ito ay authorized mag-operate ng DepEd?
Okay. So sa junior high school po, Mr. Chair, for those private schools na would like to participate in the ESC, they should be, number one, of course, authorized through the recognition na sinasabi natin po, recognition of junior high schools. And then at the same time po, they are either accredited by the accreditation natin sa mga private schools or certified by the Private Education Assistance Committee. While sa senior high school po, for them to be part of the senior high school voucher program, they need a permit from the Department of Education.
Sige. Para maliwanag lang para makasunod kaming lahat. Pag junior high school ang pinag-uusapan, ang tina-term nyo sa voucher system is ESC.
Correct, Mr. Chair.
Okay. A private school who wants to avail of a voucher system, yung ESC pala, for junior high school, kailangan may certificate of recognition or kahit permit to operate, pwede na?
Hindi po pwede ang permit to operate sa junior high school. It has to be recognized,
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
What is the difference between a permit to operate and a certificate of recognition?
Okay. May I refer you to
Yes.
Director Burns? She is the head of the Private Education Office.
Okay.
She can explain the difference between the two, Mr. Chair.
Director Quintana, ano ang difference ng permit to operate at ng certificate of recognition para sa junior high school?
Yes, Mr. Chair. So for the permit to operate, this is what is issued. So authority to operate by any private school comes in either a permit to operate or government recognition. Yung pinatawag natin, Mr. Chair. And yung permit to operate po, this is what is issued to schools that are operating for the first time or for up to 5 years pa lang po. Kapag po nakatapos na po ng cohort, doon po lang po tayo, depende po sa anong ino-offer nila. So if it's just junior high, then it's just grade 7 to 10. Then pwede po na ano lang po siya, kahit hindi 5 years, pwede na po sila mag-apply for recognition. So the permit to operate is only valid for a year. Tapos po yung recognition, it's issued kapag po nakakomplete na ng cohort. So there's some assurance already that the school is not a fly-by-night school, and nakita na rin po over the years na meron naman pong na-achieve po yung level of quality that is required and is able to meet the standards required under the DepEd Order 88 Series of 2010, the Manual of Regulations. Now, the certificate of recognition po, yun po ay right now, in the current DepEd order, more or less permanent po. Parang life of the corporation, essentially, parang 50 years po. Kasi SEC po yung requirement natin for our schools. Yun po.
Para maliwanag lang pag junior high school, grade 7 to 10, binibigay nyo ESC. Ang binibigyan ng ESC sa junior high school ay dapat may certificate of recognition. Ibig sabihin, nakailang taon na rin siya na nagpa-function as a school.
That's correct,
More or
Mr.
less
Chair.
mga 5 years,
Yes, Mr.
5 to
Chair.
7 years.
Yes.
So alam niyo na itong school na ito, kahit papaano, ay nagbibigay ng quality education. Na-check na yun. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Mr.
That's
Chair.
correct. That is for junior high school.
Under the ESC program.
Under
correct.
the ESC program. O ngayon puntahan natin itong senior high school.
So for the senior high school voucher program, Mr. Chair, we don't have recognition yet. So all of our senior high schools only have a permit to operate. And so it's also not a requirement under the voucher program that the schools are recognized.
Yes. So, Director Quintana, kung sinabi nyo kanina yung permit to operate, binibigay yan sa isang paaralan na pribado na yung umpisa pa lang siya. Yung pinaka-start, yan ang una nyo kukunin para sa first year of operation niya. Sinabi niyo sa junior high school, walang problema yung voucher kasi sa end of the day, 5 years maghihintay sila dahil kailangan ng recognition from the DepEd. Pero pagdating ng senior high school, pumapayag kayo na permit to operate pa lang. So ibig sabihin, on the first year, pwede na silang mag-apply. So ang
That's
tanong, paano niyo masisigurado na may quality yung school kung on the first year of operation pa lamang ay binibigyan na kaagad at ng pwedeng maka-avail ng voucher? At bakit pinayagan? Bakit sa junior high school, naghihintay nga kayo na mapatunayan niya na may kalidad siya bago nyo bigyan. Pero sa senior high school, walang ganong requirement.
Yes, Mr. Chair. As mentioned by Director Tara earlier, part of the reason, the rationale for the senior high school voucher program is that we were already going to operate senior high school, and we did not have enough DepEd schools, and so we also needed private schools to come in. Ang naging glitch, ang naging challenge lang po, no, Mr. Chair, is hindi na po na-revisit. So supposedly after I was informed that the intention really was after that first year there would be standards also, the manual of regulations would be revised so that there would also be recognition for senior high school, but that has not happened yet. That's something that we're looking into now.
So para again yung timeline maayos lang. Nung 2012, 2013, doon talaga na pag-usapan at eventually na-approve noong 2013 yung K-12 program. Tama po yun. That is correct?
That's correct, Mr.
Yes.
Chair.
Because nagkaroon tayo ng K-12 noong 2013 because of K-12 law, to be implemented 2016, doon pa lang talaga na-introduce yung senior high school, even for the private high school, private schools natin, di ba?
That's correct. Not counting, Mr. Chair, the pilot. We did have some pilots in high
Correct.
schools.
But ano lang,
yes,
konti lang yung
konti lang
pilot
po.
na yun eh.
That's correct.
Pero as a nationwide K-12 program, talagang 2013 na pa sa yung batas, 2016 yung implementation, nakita ng DepEd noong 2014, 2015, na hindi talaga sapat ang number of classrooms na meron ang DepEd itself pag in-implement ng 2016. Kaya, pinasok yung senior high school voucher system. Is that correct?
That's correct, Mr. Chair. I would note also, though, that it's not just classrooms because in senior high, we do have 4 tracks.
Yes.
And so in some schools, we might be able to have the classrooms, but not the resources to be offered to be able to offer the other tracks. So part also of the rationale for the voucher program is, for example, the public school is only offering the academic track, but the learner wants a tech voc to
That's
go to the
correct.
TVL track. But since the public school cannot offer that, then
Sa
they can enroll in a
Yes.
private school. that's
Nuances,
able-
in other
Yes,
words. Ano?
yes,
Kasi
opo.
because of the K-12 program in 2013, because of that law, nagkaroon ng 4 na track, nagkaroon ng iba-ibang strands. So, ang sinasabi mo sa amin, it is not only lack of classrooms, but maaari rin because the track is not offered in that particular DepEd school or that strand may not be available in that particular DepEd school. That is why na-introduce na magkaroon ng senior high school voucher system.
That's correct, Mr. Chair.
And I think the first department order, correct me if I'm wrong, is Department Order number 46, series of 2015.
That's correct, Mr. Chair.
Yes. So under this department order, ano yung safeguards natin para masigurado naman na kalidad yung edukasyon na mabibigay, or was it purely, or it seems to be, sa akin point of view, parang ang binigay lang natin doon, accessibility lang eh. Gusto lang natin na masigurado na may sasalo nung hindi ma-accommodate ng DepEd schools. So, kasi nung binasa ko yung DepEd 46 series of 2015, which was then signed by Secretary Luistro, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
So, panahon pa ni Secretary Luistro talaga nag-umpisa siya talaga nag-umpisa nitong senior high school voucher system because that was the time na na-introduce yung K-12. So, ano yung safeguards na nilagay doon para masigurado naman natin na may kalidad ng edukasyon na mabibigay, or was it really just an accommodation first na accessibility muna?
The priority at the time, Mr. Chair, was really access because we didn't want there were going to be learners. There were going to be learners already who would be incoming senior high school students, and we wanted to make sure that we would be able to accommodate them, whether that's in the public or private schools. And at the time, I'll have to check the figures now, but I think we had more private schools with the ability to offer senior high. Now that we're more prepared to offer senior high. As to the guardrails for the program, for the senior high school voucher program itself, I'll have to refer you to Director Tara.
In addition po, hindi lang naman senior private schools ang binigyan ninyo under Department Order number 46. In fact, because many universities and colleges were also saying that mawawalan kami ng estudyante the moment you implement this. Pinayagan rin under Department Order number 46 series of 2015 na pati yung SUCs and LUCs na magpro-provide ng senior high school ay papayagan yon. Is that correct?
That's correct, Mr. Chair. And they also participate in the senior high school voucher program.
They also participate in that. Pero in a way kasi, ang SUCs and LUCs are government schools. So it's really parang yung pondo talagang nalipat lang from the one office to the other.
That's
So
correct.
yung mas concern natin ngayon at wala naman doon nagka-problema. Ang nagka-problema ay dito sa private schools na senior high school vouchers. So now, ano ang plano ng DepEd knowing na wala naman masyadong safeguard na binigay yung Department Order 46 series of 2015? Ano ngayon ang plano ng DepEd now that, and this is not the first time na meron kayong nakitang ganitong issue, di ba? Attorney Tara?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Dun nga po sa Department Order 46 series of 2015, although we were really more of targeting on the access, no, we also had our partner, no, ang ating co-manager sa Senior High School Voucher Program at that time, of course, until now, is the Private Education Assistance Committee. So, sila po yung nagmo-monitor po ng mga private schools natin that time also. So, ngayon, Mr. Chair, meron na po tayong mga department orders after the 2015 na issuance. We had a Department Order 19, series of 2017 for the senior high school voucher. And then we also issued another recent DO, which is a Department Order 20, series of 2023, as an updated sa senior high school voucher program. But as we have committed sa Senate Committee on Basic Education as well, we are drafting our revised yung omnibus guidelines po natin for all the government assistance and subsidies programs na DepEd is handling. So this is a revision and also and of course tiningnan po natin kung ano po yung kakulangan nung mga previous na mga issuances ng DepEd at ito po yung ating mga bagong provisions na nandoon na naglalagay po tayo talaga ng safeguards with regard to our mga programs pa natin sa DepEd. Yun po, Mr. Chair.
Salamat, Attorney Tara. No? But again, just going back po, nung ma-introduce ng 2016, more or less baka accessibility lang. Kasi sa totoo, ang pinayagan ninyo magka-voucher ay yung mga schools kahit na bagong school lang effectively, kahit permit to operate lang. Ang only safeguard that time was really recognition by DepEd based on Department Memorandum number 4, series of 2014. Parang doon pa lamang ay talagang na-institutionalize na kahit permit to operate nga pwede. Ang safeguard nyo lang ay yung PAYAC effectively kasi sila yung magiging partner nyo at that time, from that time to today. So ngayon may PAYAC representative tayo? Yes, sa PAYAC naman. Ano naman ang ginawa ninyo knowing na permit to operate pa lamang ay mabibigyan na ng under the 2014 and 2015 memorandum or order by the DepEd, mabibigyan na ng senior high school voucher. Ano naman ang ginawa po ng PAYAC para masigurado na may integridad yung program na ito?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, and to the members of the committee. For PAC, since we know in fact that only schools that have permit may eventually participate in the program, we try to explore also extending certification, ESC certification to senior high school. Because in junior high, the ESC program, for them to participate, apart from the recognition, you have to undergo certification. Now, this is not available in the voucher program for senior high school. And that is why we explored, since the beginning of the implementation of the voucher program, we explored extending it to the certification to senior high so that all our voucher program participating schools also undergo certification. And we even have an instrument already, so we even proposed this in 2019 to DepEd that they that schools undergo certification. So we want to ensure that they are providing quality education to our voucher program beneficiaries, because government is investing in these schools. We have to make sure that they produce quality learners also. Yung output ng mga schools are also of quality. So this is one of the hopefully interventions that we keep on proposing to DepEd, that hopefully, in the incoming school years will be adopted, so that we can also reduce din yung mga findings on these schools.
Yes, pero Mr. Rod, yung 2016, nung sinabi ng Department Order 46, nung 2015, pati nung Department Memorandum Series of 2014, na talaga magkaka-private schools na walang recognition pero permit to operate pa lamang ay bibigyan ng senior high school voucher. Sinabi nila, ang PEA katulong namin doon, di ba? Tama po yun?
When it yes, when
Under
it,
Department Order 4620, year 2015, nabanggit na ang PEAC na magiging partner kayo?
yes, we were partners with DepEd in the implementation of the program.
Correct.
In terms of processing of billing statements and monitoring of the schools, where we visit the schools to check if the grantees are.
How many schools at were going to function as senior high school, private schools, in the first year of implementation, ng mga 2016?
I have to check our data, but I think it's around 3,000, more than 3,000 schools.
Did
in the
PEAC
initial
monitor
implementation.
all 3,000 plus schools?
Currently, no. We only
Not currently, at that time.
no, sorry, at the time, no. We were limited to 10% of all participating schools.
So
nationwide.
even on the first year of implementation, it was possible na nagkaroon din tayo ng mga challenges. Kasi hindi naman na in terms of quality. Kasi hindi naman na monitor ng PEAC nor ng DepEd at that point in time. But you're telling us now, you're assuring the committee, eto na, nag-uumpisa na kayo ng mga standards in order to assure na hindi lang access, pero quality ang mapro-provide ng private schools. Is that correct from PEAC?
That is correct po. We've already submitted several proposals also for certification of senior high school voucher, schools participating in the senior high school voucher program.
Yes.
When we say pala monitoring, Mr. Chair, what we mean by monitoring the schools is we only check the existence of the voucher program beneficiaries. We don't check for quality at the time because that is not part of our.
Yes, pero checking the veracity of the learners, doon pa lang pwede nang mahuli, di ba? Kung
Yeah, correct.
if there's something. So, pero 10% lang ang monitor on the first year.
Correct, Mr. Chair.
So, parang birth pains. Parang talaga, sa umpisa pa lang. Sige, any member who wishes to say anything? Yes, Honorable Manuel?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Meron po akong ilang tanong lang sa Department of Education regarding this issue. Ilang mga ghost students po ba ang pinag-uusapan natin na yun, sila ang naging justification for the vouchers pero hindi naman pala talaga existent yung mga estudyante na ito. Ilan po sila sa listahan ng DepEd?
Mr. Chair, for that, yung specific talaga na number, hindi ko po mabibigay yung specific because as I've said po, there are 4 categories nung sinasabi nating go students and at the same time, though we had already a number of schools that were terminated, we started terminating February of 2023. Yung mga schools po na yon, iba't iba po yung kanilang mga findings. Hindi lang po yung sinasabi nating mga students na wala po sa school records or walang class attendance, but also those who are unqualified na mga voucher recipients. Unqualified because they're supposed to apply via the voucher application program pero hindi po sila nag-apply. The private schools categorize them as automatic grantees. So, yun po, sarit-sari po yung amount na yon at number of students. So, siguro we can provide you with the number, but currently, yun po. And at the same time, meron din po kaming ongoing po na investigation. So, yung complete na number po, Mr. Chair and Your Honor, hindi pa po namin mabibigay siya.
Sige, Mr. Chair, ilang schools po yung nabanggit na terminated na dahil yun, hindi maayos na napatupad, no, itong supposedly expectation sa kanila with the use of the vouchers.
Yes. So, Mr. Chair, we started terminating po. We had 22 schools. For school year 2021 to 2022, that's 22, in February 2023. And we terminated another 32 schools for school year 2022 to 2023. Yan po yung parang sakop ng findings natin. And then for 2023-2024, we already have one terminated. And then under investigation po yung another 12.
And Mr. Chair, in terms of the total amount or yung value ng mga vouchers na hindi pala talaga napakinabangan dahil merong ghost students, magkano po yung total na value nun?
Siguro I'll just use the term questionable claims na lang siguro, no, Mr. Chair. In September, starting school year 2023-2024, ito po yung ginawa natin sa Department of Education. When the private schools submit their billing statements, before po natin binabayaran, idadaan po natin sa Learners Information System. Pag yung billing statements po ay hindi tumugma doon sa information ng Learners Information System natin, hindi po natin siya dinisburse yung pera. Hinold po natin yung payment na yon. And for school year 2023-2024, around 200 million po yung hindi po natin release because nga po may discrepancy. So we cannot say altogether na ghost students po yun kasi it might be na pumasok po sila sa private school on the first few months. And then afterwards, umalis po sila, bumalik po sa public school because nagkaroon po ng problema. So, meron po tayong ganun na mga situation. So, yun po, nationwide, yun po yung ating na hold kasi may discrepancy. So, we cannot say talaga for sure na ito po talaga ay ghost students lahat.
Okay. And Mr. Chair, may the committee be furnished with the list of these schools na terminate since academic year 2021 to 2022 para guided din yung committee kung saan-saan po nakalocate itong mga paaralan. Can DepEd commit to such a request?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we can submit po to the COMSEC po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Kaya din tayo concerned sa issue na ito kasi nga we understand na merong mga private schools, lalo yung mga nasa malayong areas, they can be small private schools na inaasahan sana na mag-extend din talaga ng educational services pero ayun, meron palang ganitong nangyayari and hindi na-fulfill kung para saan talaga sana na-allocate yung resources natin, 'di ba? Para sa education ng ating mga kabataan. Just a final question, Mr. Chair. May we know ano ba ang usual na size nitong mga schools na na-terminate? Mga ilan po yung kanilang estudyante? Kahit range po, gaano kalaki yung mga schools na ito?
Mr. Chair, iba-iba po siya, no? Sometimes po ang isang school na it will range from beneficiaries of 100 to 1,000.
And in terms of yung mga teachers naman po nila, meron po ba tayong tala kung gaano karami yung employed sa kanila, teaching and non-teaching personnel?
For the non-teaching, baka hindi po natin yun ginagather po, no? Kasi for those who are yung teaching personnel lang po, specifically sa ESC, sa junior high school, dun po kasi tayo nagbibigay din ng teacher salary subsidy. So, yun lang po yung pwede nating makakuha ng number of teaching personnel. But of course, also sa senior high school naman, we can do that as well. Pero siguro in a school, merong 30.